Siri, it's what I want. What I want. What I want.
Hello, and delighted to be with you from Stamford Bridge here in West London, the venue for this one. I'm Derek Ray and looking forward very much to getting tactical insights from my commentary partner, Sue Smith. And it's all about action from the Premier League in this case. It's Chelsea and they take on Fulham.
I think it's so important that both teams start on the front foot, take the game to the opposition, and an early goal would certainly settle any nerves.
Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge from the shadows and become a match winner, but this man might be a decent shout. What are you expecting to see from him?
Yeah, and he scored a brace last time out, and that's why I picked him. Clever movement, always looking for space and thinking ahead. He's just got a real energy about him, which I'm sure we're going to see again today.
And this is how it looks for Chelsea. Reece James starts with Cucurella in the fullback positions. And rather than use a strike partnership, they've gone with just the one player in attack. And here's the starting 11 for Fulham.
Yeah, it's the same formation, and I'd expect both teams to commit players forward. So the two holding midfielders, they're going to be key from a defensive perspective.
And we're off. The first half begins with plenty of anticipation in the air. Nice ball to switch the point of attack.
Yeah, and executed it to perfection, didn't he?
Palmer. That's a good looking ball. Could it be? It's good. A tiny goal. The first of the contest. Electric.
Well, it's a lovely pass to thread it through. Real awareness to spot the run. And it's a brilliant finish. He strikes through the ball. The keeper has no chance. It's a superb finish.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? Bergen. A long way from the perfect pass.
Yeah, he's got to take care of the ball better there.
And a Fulham throw-in coming up here. Now opening things up. Chance to equalise. And doing well to keep that one out. In a decent position now. This looks more than decent. Well, not making life difficult for the keeper at all. A wide attempt. Cole Palmer. Pedro Neto. Possession lost by Chelsea here. Chelsea regaining possession here. Getting a bit congested in the middle of the pitch.
Yeah, there's no real rhythm at all right now, is there?
Iwobi. Berger with it. Not far from the ideal pass, you've got to say. And the counter-attack looks on. Pedro Neto. Fernandez. Now with Caicedo. That's a good-looking ball. And that is defending of the highest order. Well, that's really strong play to keep hold of the ball. Robinson. It will be now. And a lot to like about this attack. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Pedro Neto. Now the counter-attack looks on. Wasn't a very subtle intervention, was it? Well, it was apparently a bookable offence.
It's silly, isn't it? Has to go in the book for that.
Decent position. Oh, fine play, and maybe it'll set something up. And possibilities here. Well, just mistimed his run, and the flag going up. Reece James. And options in the centre. Well read to win possession back. Jimenez. And they keep it moving. Well, that effort was always going wide. He's not going to be best pleased with himself. Reece James. Pedro Neto. Went in strongly to win the ball. Berger. Now with Jimenez. And support available. Can he get the level? He didn't catch it badly, but certainly questions to be asked about the lack of accuracy there. Joao Pedro. A very effective challenge put in. Could be troublesome. Really good build-up, but no end product.
Yeah, I like the approach play, but just like that final pass, didn't they?
Do damage on the break. Might be a chance here. And it's an excellent save.
Oh, it's a great save. Certainly showed his class there and prevented an almost certain goal.
Trevor Chalobah. Oh, that's a clever ball. It's in the attack, just like that. And defensive play to be applauded. Sasha Lukic. Now with Palmer. Pedro Neto. And Chelsea come away with it. Moving the ball forward. How creative can they be? Well, if only he'd been able to stay onside.
Well, he's got to do better at getting himself back on side. He's just stood there, no idea what's going on around him.
Two minutes of stoppage time coming up. And in the right position to make sure it didn't go all the way through. He has teammates around him. Well, that challenge was far from clean. So the verdict is caution.
Yeah, it's a clear foul. The ref had no choice, did he?
And so the first half draws to a close here in West London. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Yeah, I think he's had a really good first half. Not only his goal, which he took well, but his overall performance. I'm sure he'll look to continue that in the second half.
Well, it's advantage Chelsea after the first 45 minutes, but a long way from being decided. Can they set up a chance? Real chance? And tidy defensive play.
Yeah, the positioning was spot on there, wasn't it?
Certainly not alone. Big chance. Taken cleanly by the goalkeeper. Well, make sure you join us for more Premier League action coming your way. It's Chelsea facing... And dealt with smartly. He read it quicker than anyone. Easy to intercept. Not a scrappy phase in midfield here. And then with a real chance. So the good keeping. Reece James. Top class defending. Now, who can he play it to? Good distribution. Oh, a tremendous block. Joao Pedro. Counter-attacking possibilities. Just fizzled out completely. Well, we always enjoy bringing you live action on EA TV and Premier League action coming up. It's Fulham taking on Leeds United. Chance to equalise. Still seeking space. And a Chelsea throw-in coming up here. Fernandes. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. Could be dangerous. And a decent save. Full credit. Fulham recovering possession well. Bergen. Well, that's a clever ball. Can he finish? And a really good diving stop. Time for the change now. Prompt defensive action called for. 20 minutes remaining. Well, they could break at pace. Well, you really have to applaud the ambition. Takes the shot. In search of the equaliser. So a personnel change then. Over it comes. Well, he was under a bit of pressure, but he'll feel he should have done a bit better with the header. Happy to play keep ball, and why not?
Yeah, they're just controlling things now, aren't they?
It's a neat move. Well, unable to hold his run, and that's offside. Substitution time it is here. And straight out of play by the goalkeeper, and it'll be a throw-in. Moises Caicedo. Maybe dangerous here. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. It's not the most attractive passage of play.
Yeah, there's just no rhythm, is there?
Enzo Fernandez. Anderson. Berger with it. And here they come, still pressing for an equaliser. Can he put it away? Oh, an incredible block. Well, a corner it is, and they know they've got to be opportunistic at this stage of the game. Played over. Now he must get it out of there. And we've entered the final 5 minutes. Nkunku. Offside, unfortunately. In search of an equaliser. How about the cross? Well, the attack petered out. Pedro. Gusto. Nkunku has it. He's in here. Wonderful save by Bernd Leno. Sasha Lukic. Really getting stuck in. Anderson. Kenny Keke. Robinson. And fed back to the goalkeeper. And that is that. The referee brings this match to an end and Chelsea get the 3 points. What did you make of their performance as a whole?
Yeah, it was a real competitive match. Both teams creating opportunities. But I think on the balance of play, they deserved the result.
Well, really no complaints whatsoever about his performance in this game.
Yeah, he played well today. Getting the win is always nice. He should have scored more, actually. Got himself into great positions. Just couldn't finish consistently. Overall, a good game, though.